welcome to this Week 6 edition of Big Game Bound. Is it really Week 6 already? I'm Chris Hagan. The season starting to take shape. We're beginning to identify the real contenders and also the teams who need to start focusing on draft position for next year. Let's start with a look at our marquee matchup. A real no-doubter on this one. The Bills visiting the Chiefs. For a preview, here's our Dave Griffiths and Josh Reed.
Well, Josh, this matchup certainly harkens us back to last year's playoffs and the thrilling game that was. So when you specifically are approaching this game in Buffalo, I'd imagine that game has been brought up once or twice in the locker room and press conferences. How are the Bills handling that memory this week?
Well, they're handling it exactly the way you would kind of expect. They're saying, look, a lot of lessons were learned from that game, but they're two different teams heading into this season, and, you know, they're right, because you look at the Chiefs side of things, no Tyreek Hill anymore, and you look at the Bills side, they added Von Miller. They added Von Miller for one game in particular. They added Von Miller for this Kansas City Chiefs game.
So that's a big move, certainly, to get over the hump, bringing in Von Miller. How much of an impact has he had on Buffalo so far? Because we've had more than a quarter of a season right now to see.
Yeah, not only on the field, but inside that locker room. He is a guy who has his finger on the pulse of every single one of his teammates. He definitely brings a certain kind of zen, and talked about it today during the press conference. He said, look, one of my jobs here is to make sure that this team understands how big this game is while not making it too big. Von Miller, he has faced the Chiefs more than any other team that he's played against during his career. 18 games against Kansas City, 13 career sacks against the Chiefs. He's talked about how great the atmosphere is, and then admitted, because keep in mind, all those years with the Broncos, he played in that division, said, look, I admit, I'm a hater when it comes to the Chiefs. So he's definitely looking forward to getting back out there, and he's such a big part of what they do schematically on defense. They brought him in so that they could get to Patrick Mahomes by rushing 4 guys and be able to drop a bunch of guys into coverage. And if they can do that, that's how you can affect Patrick Mahomes, making him get the ball out quickly. And we'll see if he's able to do that on Sunday.
What about the other side of the ball with Josh Allen leading the way for the Bills? Is he getting better this year? You look at him, his yards per attempt is up, touchdown-interception ratio is up, rating is up. I mean, I don't want to be so premature, but it certainly looks like he's an MVP candidate.
Yeah, no, he's definitely an MVP candidate. I mean, that's the beauty of this game, right? I mean, coming into this season, I think most people kind of figured the Bills and the Chiefs are the two best teams in the NFL. Well, they're both 4-1, and I don't know that either of them have proved you wrong on that. Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, I think most people kind of thought they're probably the front runners for MVP, and I don't think either of them have done anything to prove us wrong about that either. Josh Allen has been absolutely sensational. He's number 2 in touchdown passes this season. There's only one guy he's behind, and that's Patrick Mahomes, and you're talking 15-14. Allen is having an absolutely tremendous season. He was named the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, threw 4 touchdowns against the Steelers, and spent the whole fourth quarter with a baseball hat on. I mean, he does it all for this team. Everybody remembers the performance last year in that playoff game against the Chiefs in Kansas City. He almost single-handedly willed that team to a win. He did everything that he could to make sure that the Bills won that playoff game. Of course, we all know they came up short, but Josh Allen is as advertised. In fact, today Von Miller was asked about Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Von's he's so big on the history of the game and the broader scope of things. And he said today, these are the type of games as an NFL player you have to step back and take a second and look at big picture. He said one day, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are going to be put into the NFL Hall of Fame. And when they are, people are going to be talking about games like this upcoming Sunday and last year's playoff game.
One remarkable thing that sticks out to me about this week's game, John, is that Patrick Mahomes, for the first time in his career, is a home underdog at Arrowhead Stadium. So a lot of people like the Bills. Yeah. What's going to happen, what needs to happen, rather, for the Bills to come out with a win, or what could go poorly? Of course, injuries aside, that would be less than ideal for them.
Well, I think when it comes down to it, the Bills have to get out to a quick start. Never get behind against Patrick Mahomes. I know that you know, the spread and Vegas has decided that the Chiefs are an underdog, but I can promise you the Bills do not believe the Chiefs are an underdog. And I don't think anytime Patrick Mahomes is on a football field, I don't think he's an underdog. I think the Bills have kind of, as we've seen, you know, if you've been in an NFL locker room ever, NFL players have a tendency to find a way to make themselves underdogs. It doesn't matter who they're playing. The Bills felt like they were underdogs going into the Steelers game because the Steelers beat them here last year, week 1. Teams have a way of finding that narrative to make themselves feel like an underdog. Look, I think the Bills just have to make sure they get out to a pretty quick start, don't fall behind. And as we've seen, we saw it last week, you know, against the Raiders on Monday, no lead is safe against the Chiefs. The Bills know that better than anybody. So when you put your foot down to the pedal, make sure it stays right there. Here, I loved this. Last week against the Steelers, the Bills were up by 31 points with 15 seconds to go before halftime. They went empty backfield, and we're going to try to score again. This team has learned their lessons when it comes to making sure you have plenty of points at the end of the game.
That is Josh Reed covering our marquee matchup. Bills-Chiefs this weekend. Josh in Orchard Park, New York. Appreciate your time.
All right, thanks, guys. Week 6 kicks off as usual with Thursday Night Football. And brace yourselves for this one. It's our non-marquee matchup, the Commanders and Bears in Chicago. On Sunday at 1 o'clock, an intriguing contest in New Jersey. The 3-2 Ravens visiting the 4-1 Giants. Here's our Jared Phillips with more.
A usually vaunted Baltimore Ravens defense has stumbled out of the gate in 2022 as the 28th ranked defense in the league. But there's reason for optimism as that unit has rounded into form against good offenses over the past few weeks. Baltimore allowed just 23 and 17 points to the Bills and Bengals respectively over the last 2 weeks and are 12th in the league in sacks. Odafe Oweh, Justin Houston, and Jason Pierre-Paul will have a chance to pin their ears back against a Giants team that has allowed 15 sacks through 5 games. Reinforcements are on the way, too. Both Tyus Bowser and David Ojabo practiced this week for the first time this season, but most likely will not be ready for Sunday's game in the Meadowlands.
Tyus is a proven vet, you know, just a very smart player. What he can do as a pass rusher, as a dropper, and just with his disguises and just understanding the playbook. I mean, he's the guy that makes us so much better. The young buck, you know, I think he has so much potential. You know, I think everybody's decided to see what he can do. You know, we really just don't know. You saw his potential. You know, you see it every day, really, but, you know, you definitely saw that when he was in college and just the energy he brings, you know, it's kind of exciting. You can see he has a strong confidence.
The Ravens visit the Giants for a 1 p.m. kickoff. For Big Game Bound, I'm Jared Phillips.
Here's a look at the rest of the 1 o'clock slate. The 49ers visit the Falcons. Atlanta still undefeated against the spread. They're 5-0. We told you about that last week. The Patriots travel to Cleveland to take on the Browns. The Jets fly to Green Bay for a date with the Packers and a revenge game in Indy as the Colts host the Jaguars. In South Florida, it's the Vikings and Dolphins. The Bengals try to get back on track in New Orleans against the Saints, and the 3-2 Buccaneers invade Pittsburgh to face the hapless Steelers. Out in LA, the defending Super Bowl champion Rams having all sorts of problems protecting quarterback Matthew Stafford, but perhaps a chance to get things rolling Sunday as the 1-4 Panthers pay a visit. A lot going on this week in Carolina. Let's get the latest from our Will Kunkel.
Well, the Panthers season hasn't exactly been thrilling. They're 1-4 and now are on their 4th-string quarterback. But Matt Rule is now out after losing 27 of 38 games, and the Steve Wilks era is underway. He is a man that is well respected, not only in the Panthers locker room, but all around the NFL.
And Coach Wilks to come in here, and the respect that he has is incredible. I was with him in 2017 and early in my career, and when you hear people talk about him, it's special. He's somebody that demands respect. He's somebody that's been in this position before, who knows what it's like to call plays, knows what it's like to be a head coach, and so I think everybody just has a lot of respect for him and is fired up to play hard for him.
And there is reason to play hard. It's week 6. There are 12 games left in the season. Typically, when there is an interim head coach, there's like a month left to go, and it's all lost. It's a dumpster fire. But there is time for this team to actually do something and turn it around. I'm not saying they're going to the playoffs. but they can certainly turn it around enough to play some meaningful football down the stretch. For Big Game Bound, I'm Will Kunkel.
Also in the 4 o'clock window, a couple of 2 and 3 teams trying to get back to the 500 mark as the Cardinals clash with the Seahawks up in Seattle. And on Sunday Night Football over in Philadelphia, a battle for the top spot in the NFC East. The undefeated Eagles taking on the 4-1 Cowboys. Let's get the Dallas perspective with our Mickey Spagnola.
Top of mind on Wednesday when the Cowboys began preparation for the 5-0 Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday night is the status of quarterback Dak Prescott. Just where is he in his rehab from his fractured thumb?
Well, I think just like anything, I think we're still in the medical rehab, phase. And so once he clears this phase and then when he's fully activated, then I think that's when we have our conversation.
So, Mike, sounds as if Cooper Rush will be making his 5th consecutive start against the Eagles on Sunday.
We're preparing for Cooper to start against the Eagles.
So, for the first time since Dak suffered that thumb injury, he took part in the quarterback warm-up session of practice on Wednesday, though throwing with his left hand, by the way. But at the end of practice, Dak Prescott began slightly throwing the football and then ramped up and began throwing the ball with some authority to actual wide receivers. When asked after the practice if he had some pop on the ball, Dak Prescott said, "I always got pop on my ball." Mickey Spagnola.
Hey, thank you, Mickey. And on Monday Night Football, an AFC West clash between the Chargers and Denver Broncos. LA listed as a 5-point favorite. And speaking of favorites, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Peyton's Picks with the Son of Sweetness. Our man in Chi-Town, Jared Payton. JP, another perfect week predicting winners. 3-0 brings your season record to 11-4. You're red hot. How are you predicting the future like this?
Chris, it's really hard right now, but I feel like this could be a week where it catches up to me, but I'm ready for Peyton's Picks, man. Let's go. What's the first one?
We're going to have to start, I was in Vegas last week, I told you, and just between you and me, you made me a little money, so thank you very much, my friend. Let's start it off this week. Jaguars at the Colts. Indy with revenge on their minds in this one.
Yeah, Chris, you look at the matchup early in the season, right? The Jags had the Colts number, but the Colts haven't really shown me anything. The only thing they shown me is that barn burner that they had against the Broncos, but we'll leave that right there. I'm going to go with the quarterback that's playing the best right now, Trevor Lawrence. I have to side with the Jags. And you look at the Colts, I mean, Matt Ryan is having some issues. When you look at fumbles. He's leading the league in fumbles and also interceptions, and he's been sacked 21 times. That is going to be a problem for the Colts. I remember back in the day, we talked about the Colts offensive line. That was like the bread and butter. They got to figure out how to get that back in check. And also as well, you look at the Jags, they've had 9 takeaways so far this season. That's 5th best in the league. I think Trevor Lawrence and company, they get the dub. Back-to-back wins over the Colts early in the season for the Jags.
Yeah, that Colts O-line has been out of line thus far. What about this one? I'm talking about some star power in the AFC. The Bills visiting the Chiefs.
How crazy is this that we get this marquee matchup with 2 of the best quarterbacks in the league, Chris? You got Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, both guys playing out of their mind right now. I feel like in this matchup, they're going to cancel each other out because we know what both guys do when we're on the football field. And Josh Allen, anytime that he plays against the Chiefs, he has unbelievable numbers. So I love the fact that the Bills are coming in kind of strong and the Chiefs kind of backing up a little bit, doing what they need to do, kind of getting things going. I'm going to have to go with the defense. Who stops who? Because if these offenses are going, you got to figure out who is going to stop them on defense. And I'm going to side with the Bills on this one. I know you got Travis Kelce on one side, you got Stephon Diggs on the other side. Both of those guys are playmakers, but it's going to come down to defense making stops. And for me, I'm going to have to go with the Bills. It's going to be a close one. Bills get the dub.
And they may see each other again down the road, but This one also a good one. We talk about division rivals, the surprising Cowboys. You picked them last week, JP. That was my big ticket item, but now they go visit the Eagles in Philly. You've been high on them all season long as well.
Yeah, I have. I've been high on the Cowboys, and rightfully so, but as my man Lee Corso would say, Chris, not so fast. It's not happening this week. I mean, it's coming down to the Cowboys pass rush going up against the Eagles offensive line, and how do you slow down a good pass rush? Well, it's pretty easy. You try to run the football. You also throw screens. I love Philly's offensive line and what they're doing defensively. I love what Philly's done all season long. And Jalen Hurts, this is that statement game for him as well. And everybody's talking about how he's played earlier in the season. I think this is the one going up against the Cowboys that he's going to have another monster game. And let's not forget, when you're trying to kind of locate where all these other guys are, when you're trying to stop the run or stop the screens, don't forget about the quarterback that can move as well. Jalen Hurts and this Eagles team. I'm going to do it again, Chris, because I love to. They're going to get the dub and fly. Eagles, fly. Let's go.
All right, break out your pen and paper because JP is firing off the winners once again. Let's review Peyton's picks. He likes the Jaguars to get the season sweep over the Colts in Indianapolis. He'll take the Bills in a narrow game against the Chiefs. And yes, he's still flapping those wings. He likes the Eagles to stay undefeated at home as they visit the Cowboys. JP, all eyes are on you. You just lead and we will follow. Let's do it again next week. Try not to burn everybody because you're too dang hot right about now.
All right, see you next week, Chris. Appreciate it. Whew, someone turned on the heat in here.
That brings us to our open mic segment, a listen around the league as players and coaches say what's on their minds. And this week, we even hear from a team owner.
Numerous reasons why you make a decision like that. Ultimately, I felt this was the time. Right now, we have a lot of season left. I'd rather talk about the season left. Right now, Steve Wilks is a coach.
He ran, jumped in front of me. We were coming off the field, and I bumped into him and kind of pushed him, and then he ended up on the ground. So I want to say sorry to him for that because that was just frustration mixed with him running in and literally just running in front of me, and that was. Shouldn't have responded that way, but that's how I initially responded, so I want to apologize to him for that.
Why do you think the teams in the division are farther ahead at this point?
Quarterback. I spoke to my team this morning. You know, I basically told them that I said some things that were misconstrued. I didn't present it properly, and that's on me. So I took accountability, told the guys that I should know better. Carson and I had a nice conversation, so I think we're ready to roll.
Confidence is contagious. I think our guys have deserved the right to feel good about themselves. But at the same time, this league is very humbling, and it'll take it away from you in a heartbeat.
We were a disaster kind of in all three phases, and we have to own that, starting with myself, and I do. And equally as important, we got to build a plan in which to move forward.
Pulling into Philadelphia at the stadium is a unique experience. So, I mean, it's all part of it. I've always enjoyed it. So, but this is a game obviously means a lot. Both teams are. They're undefeated. We're 4-1.
When you start thinking about Hall of Fame players, sometimes people put the Hall on everybody, right? They say, "Oh, this guy's gonna be a future Hall of Fame. This guy's the first back." Patrick Mahomes is the definition, of a Hall of Famer. He changed the game.
How similar are Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones?
Similar. Both right-handed.
Hey, Coach, I'm right-handed too. Imagine that. Hey, for executive producer Phil Nardiello and all of our Next Star Nation correspondents, I'm Chris Hagan. We thank you for watching. Enjoy the games, and we'll see you next time on Big Game Bound.